you. Glad to be back.
Hello,
everyone.
hello.
Good morning, good morning. Good
You
morning.
just finished your Vegas residency.
I just did. It
What
was
was
so
that
cool.
like? Tell
the
me
easiest
everything.
gig in the world.
Yeah,
Is it
you
really-
loved
why is
it.
it so easy to do Vegas, the residency of
Yeah,
Vegas?
because when you're on the road, which by the way, I love being on the road,
Right.
and I will go on the road again for sure. I need the audience. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old, so I really do being on the road. But it's you don't have to deal with the load-ins and the load-outs of every venue after the show. So
Yeah.
you just build the stage, and it stays there.
Easier with the kids too, I would
And
imagine.
it's easier, of course, it's easier.
Yeah.
But my kids is crazy because every time we spend more than 2 weeks in one place, they go, "Dad, what's next? Let's go."
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go, we're ready.
I know.
We're ready for more.
Your
They were-
shows
they
are
were born on the
so
road.
incredible. I love watching you in concert.
They're
It's
fun,
something
right?
I could do every day for the rest of my life. I never get tired.
Thank you. Listen, in every show, I just tell the audience to forget about all the issues in life, at
Yeah.
school, at work.
Mm-hmm.
Just dare to look ridiculous. If you look ridiculous, you're doing something good.
I always...
And that's what my shows are about, and it's great.
But I feel like you, like when the last time I saw you in concert, I felt like you were singing only to me. And then I talked to all my girlfriends and they were like, no, he was singing.
He was.
He made direct eye contact with me. And you have that ability to make direct eye contact with every single person somehow.
I have a good radar. I really do.
You do.
It sounds silly. It might sound silly, but I have a good radar. I know, like, okay, there she is, and there's looking for my friends, family. Yeah.
But
So,
it's
yeah,
true, when you do see the person on stage
Yeah.
make eye contact with you, you know that morning they got up and they said to themselves, I'm going to seek you out and I'm going to make eye contact with you during your favorite song. I mean, we tell that story to our friends.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And sometimes there's a cutie in the audience, and you.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
So life
Okay,
is-
now I'm sweating. Wait.
No,
Wait,
yeah.
okay.
But-
No, I get it.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. You're married. You're married. You can't see cuties in the audience. You have. Yeah.
You have,
I like that you just punished yourself.
but
Oh my God, I'm sweaty. Yeah.
everything though, like I'm looking at what's happening in your world, in your life, with your 2 kids and your husband,
Yeah.
Your acting. It seems like this is like a great time in your life.
It's a very beautiful moment. Yes, I am in love. I am married. My kids are strong and healthy, and
How old
are you?
they're 10 years old. I know them well.
You know,
It's been
like,
an amazing year for me.
that's
I
all
mean,
you ask for is healthy kids, though,
Yes,
right?
of
It's like at
course,
the end of
yeah.
the day, that's all that.
great personalities. Yeah, for sure. Great personalities and very charitable. The other day, my son, with everything that's been happening in Puerto Rico, unfortunately after the hurricane, my son tells me, "Dad, I want to help, and how can we help?" And I'm like, well, right now people are donating, and because these donations we're going to be able to build homes. And he's like, okay, here's my piggy bank, take it and give it to the
sweet.
kids in Puerto Rico.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Well, they learned it. They learned it from their daddy. So, it starts at the top. That's where it starts. That's
what
where they
say,
learned
yeah.
it from.
It's very, very cute. Very beautiful moment.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Ricky Martin.
Sachi, American Crime Story. You know, it's still so fresh in everybody's mind, and to see it recreated this way is like, it brings us all back to that time, where we were in our lives.
It was a very, very important story to tell because unfortunately the story is surrounded by so much injustice. Unfortunately, we lost a genius, Gianni Versace, who was killed by this man who was in the list of most wanted by the FBI.
Right.
And this man was living in Miami. He was not hiding. He went on a killing spree. And
he'd walk around in his shorts.
And he
on the
was
beach,
walking around in
hanging out.
Miami Beach
Yeah.
with a gun in his backpack, and he got to Johnny, and unfortunately we lost a genius. And that's why it was so important for me to do this story, because there was so much homophobia around it. It was like, okay, it's a gay man killing gay man, let it happen, blah, 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 don't look the other way.
Right.
And we cannot let that happen ever again.
Because of the importance in telling this story and the fact that it happened and a lot of people saw it unfold in the news, were you a little bit nervous when you showed up to play this role? Or what did you
I was
feel?
really hungry to play this role. First of all, when Ryan Murphy called me to be part of this, I said, hold on, Ryan, let me see if I have time. I don't know if obviously, because when you work with Ryan, you know that something magical is going to
Sure.
happen,
Right.
and that's what it was. The first scene that
Excuse
I
us for a second. We're just
It's okay. It's okay.
Meredith, congratulations again.
First of all, we got to shoot in the actual villa in Miami Beach. So
Right.
when I walk out of the villa and I find who could have been my husband's body, it's exactly what happened.
Right.
It was right in the doorstep, and
And
it
it
was
feels so haunting.
it was very dark.
Yeah.
And for 3 or 4, I would say 7 weeks. No, 4 weeks that we were there. I was in pain. I was living as Antonio D'Amico. I had the opportunity to talk to Antonio D'Amico himself, and he was super generous in sharing everything that he went through. There is a very sad scene where the FBI is investigating him, where the investigator is telling him, "Did you do this? Did you kill your husband?"
Right.
And so thanks to Antonio, I was able to live as him, and I think it's a very beautiful story, but very sad. And,
Something
and
you never get over, I would
No,
assume. I mean, I don't know how you get the image of that out of your brain.
And I told him, I'm really sorry, but I need to ask these questions because all I want to do is shed some light to your story. I mean, it was so unfair to what happened to you. I want to tell the story as it was. And he goes, Ricky, it's very difficult because I'm reliving everything. But I said, I'm going to ask you the questions that I need to ask in order for this to be as it's supposed to be. And we need to share some light into your story with Johnny. You were together for 15 years and all of a sudden you were pushed away. And you don't exist anymore because back then marriage was not an option. So immediately he was just another person that lived around him. Bye.
Right.
See you. Who's in charge? And everything went to Donatello. Things
Wow.
changed. Luckily, we're not there anymore.
Right, yes.
Luckily, we're not there anymore.
With everything you do it so well. You're on stage, you're playing this role. It's incredible your range and what you're able to do. So thank you so much for being here today. It's great to see you.